Hi everybody, welcome to my new home office. I really miss going to the church office. You have to admit this is pretty sweet. But anyway, today I'd like to tell you the story of Steve Saint. I really like this global evangelism story because it shows you the reality of evil in the world, but also the long arc of justice. You can see the beauty of God working through evangelism. Our story starts when Steve Saint was just 5 years old. His father and 4 other men were missionaries to the Waorani Indian in Ecuador. And they chose to visit the Waorani Indian because they had never heard the name or the story of Jesus before. Also, anthropologists said they were one of the most violent people groups in the world. They had a cycle of revenge. If one tribe killed somebody's uncle, then you would go kill one of them. And they even taught little children how to kill human beings with a spear. So Nate, Steve's father, and 4 other men gave gifts to the Indians to show them they're friendly. But one day when they were visiting, the Indians speared all 5 of them to death, and Steve lost his father. But Nate's sister, Ruth Saint, and another woman's wife, the 2 women, said they were going to try again, and the Indians did not kill the 2 women, maybe because they're female, I don't know why. So Elizabeth Elliot and Ruth Saint moved in with the Waorani Indians, and all they wanted to do was translate the First and New Testament and then the Old Testament into the Waorani language, which was an unwritten language, so it was a long project. They lived there for years learning the language, studying and trying to understand the culture. They recruited volunteers to help them translate the Bible into the Waorani language. First, they had to invent an alphabet. As the Indians who were helping translating read the words of Jesus, they thought about them. Jesus said, "Never ever take revenge. Love your enemies. Pray for your enemies." And one day, one of those translators said, "I will not participate in any more revenge killings." Of course, he was ridiculed, he was ostracized, he was persecuted, but that one guy stuck to his guns, and then another guy joined him. And to make a long story short, the cycle of violence came to an end because of the words of Jesus they brought to those people. Well, back on the ranch, Steve grew up with his mother and no father in Florida. And I'm going to let Steve tell you the rest of his story in his own words.